Y1 Hockey were kind enough to send me several of their sticks to review back in late September. Since then, I have spent several weeks using each stick, while the UK was still allowed to be outside and playing hockey. From then on, I really struggled to get any pitch time to capture the footage to use. I ended up filming for 2 nights in a row right before the UK went back into lockdown. I decided to hold off on the release of these reviews until there was an end date to the UK lockdown and we could get back out and play hockey. Which brings me to now. Now, I should stress that all of the sticks that Y1 have sent me are demonstration sticks, so they have been used, they're not new out of the package, so some of them may have deteriorated slightly if they are the more popular model. All the balance points and weights of the stick that I reviewed from Y1 were calculated after the addition of a Boss F Hockey Pro grip. With all that said, I'll give you my honest opinion of these sticks that I've been sent by Y1. The first of the Y1 sticks that I reviewed was the YLB90. The stick weighed in at 541 grams and had a balance point of 40 centimeters from the head of the stick. The stick features the Y1 carbon power chain, the enhanced backhand zone, the knife design head, the bristled extended control area, and the aggressive low-bow profile with the Y1 sling zone. The YLB90 had a really nice balance for dribbling. The stick offered excellent feedback from the ball. You can also make use of the shaved head to get under the ball when performing 3D skills. When it comes to executing skills though, this stick is really fantastic. Because it is so nicely balanced for dribbling, you can really have confidence when executing quick drives left to right, so you can really throw the ball out onto your reverse stick to beat a defender. Like I say, the shaved head is great for getting under the ball to execute 3D skills, which makes it effortless to lift the ball just a few inches into the air so you can kick it past the defender's stick. The touch compound on this stick I found not to be as grippy as on other sticks that I've tried, so you do have to have soft hands if you want to control the ball. If not, the ball does tend to bounce off a little bit. When it comes to hitting, the stick offers excellent power. Because of the carbon chain that Y1 have put down the back of the stick, it offers excellent stiffness, and so the power transfer is excellent when you're hitting the ball. With that in mind, combining the extreme low bow with a shaved head and this hitting power means that it's very easy for you to get under the ball and lift when you're hitting if you don't get your hands over the top of the ball. So you really have to lead with your left hand when hitting. With that said, it's something that you can very quickly get your head around, and it will enable you to find top corners very easily. The sweet spot on this stick was quite large, and I found that I more often than not connected with that sweet spot. On the odd occasion where I didn't connect with the sweet spot though, the stick was not very forgiving and there was some feedback coming back through the grip. Y1 have put what they call their hot edge technology onto the reverse of this stick. Now, the reverse edge in itself is quite substantial. This means that hitting tomahawks with this stick is very easy. You can very easily control the height. If you want to hit the ball flat along the floor, you just have to make sure that the head is not pointed into the turf and you will hit the ball consistently flat. If you're wanting to lift the ball, if you angle the hook of the stick into the turf a little bit as you hit the tomahawk, when connecting with the ball this way, it seemed to lift almost exactly to the height that you want to put it just under the crossbar. When it comes to flicking, the shaved head really comes into itself. It's really great for getting under the ball, as I mentioned with 3D skills. Once you have got under the ball, it's very easy to control the lift, so you can elevate the ball high into the goal if you're wanting to shoot, or if you're wanting to play a long lifted pass, it's very good for that too. You have a lot of control over the height of the ball, so you can easily just play the ball 6 inches off the deck over a 20-yard pass onto the end of a teammate's stick. Coupled with the low bow, you can easily add a lot of power. You can also add a little bit of extra power to shots if you can roll the ball up into the shaft and make use of that Y1 sling zone. If you can get the ball up into the sling zone, it whips back down the stick through the channel and gives you control over where you're placing the ball, but also adds a lot of power. The Y1 sling zone is not the deepest drag flick groove. Because of that, it is possible for the ball to come back out of the groove as you're drag flicking and can come off the top edge of the stick, but it also takes away a lot of the downsides of having a groove on the shaft of the stick. Because of the grip not being as strong, the ball can move around on the head of the stick. While this does cause a slight loss of control and can affect your accuracy, it's something that's very easy to compensate for. Similar to with flicking, throwing long overhead passes with this stick was just so effortless. It features a shaved head, so it's very easy to get under the ball. It's got an extreme low bow profile, which means you can accelerate through the ball and add a lot of distance onto your overhead passes. And it's also got the Y1 sling zone, which means that if you can motivate the ball into there and utilize the bow fully, you can add so much power to your overheads and so much distance. If you're wanting to throw the ball 30 yards, as long as you flick straight through the ball, it will go as long as you flick straight through the ball, it will go to your teammate within that range. The issue will come when utilizing the bow in this way is if you do not flick straight through the ball, you can add spin. Now, I've talked about this in other reviews. This is something that can be useful but can be detrimental. So as you can see in some of the clips, the ball takes a sharp bounce to the right when it lands. But as long as you flick straight through the ball, this doesn't happen. Drag flicking is what this stick is really designed to do. The extreme low bow, the shaved head, the carbon chain and the sling zone all combine together to give you an excellent drag flicking stick. The pickup is very smooth, even with the touch compound not being as grippy as some others. This means that when you pick the ball up, it's very easy to transition the ball into the groove. You can accelerate through, power the ball into any corner. Y1 have absolutely made a specialist drag flicking stick. They have made some sacrifices in other areas to give you what they believe to be the best drag flicking stick they can make. That being said, it still has fantastic hitting power, as well as a great reverse edge for hitting tomahawks. There is a lot of feedback, which makes it excellent for dribbling, but it also means that if you miss-hit the ball, you are going to get a lot of vibration back into your hands, which can obviously hurt with the cold temperatures in the UK. The drag flick groove that they have added is not very deep, but it gives you a lot of control, while taking away a lot of the downsides that you find with sticks with the drag flicking groove like this. Now, this stick was truly fantastic for drag flicking, and it is definitely up there with one of my favourites just for a purely drag flicking point of view. The profile really leans into it as a specialty, and I would highly recommend giving this stick a go if you can, if you're looking to get a drag flicking specialist stick. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and comment what review you'd like to see next. If you enjoy these reviews and want to see extra content, as well as get access to exclusive giveaways and discount on any Boss F hockey merchandise, please support me on Patreon. It only costs £1 a month, and it helps me cover pitch costs, equipment, as well as shipping for any prizes and giveaways that I run.